So today I want to talk about the importance of self-care. It's really important to sit down and figure out what it is that your body needs emotionally and physically. Actually, there are three levels to self-care. There's mental, physical, and emotional. So let's start with mental. Mentally, you want to sit down and figure out and I'm going to talk about habits again, what habits you have like mentally, and whether they are serving you or they're not serving you. So for example, if you have the habit of speaking down to yourself every day, because let me tell you something, that voice in your head can be a bitch, just a cunty cunt. And yep, I said it, Cuntosaurus Rex. That's what she is, or he. And you have to figure out, am I being nice? Am I being nice to myself right now, or am I being extraordinarily bitchy? And causing my own insecurities with your self-talk. So you really have to figure out what your self-talk is. And that's a habit that you formed over the years and you don't realize it, but that's a habit that you formed, built upon, worked on, and now it's like set in stone in your emotional makeup. Like you just speak to yourself like shit every day, and you don't want that. You want to figure out, so let's say you're about to take on a new venture or something like that, or you want to start exercising and want to start eating right, and you're like, Asia, why even bother? You know you're gonna get the most fattening thing on the menu right now at this restaurant. Stop trying to act like you're trying to be a better person. It's not gonna work. Like, just say, self, shut the fuck up, okay? I'm gonna create a new habit. So when I go out, or when those thoughts come, I'm gonna sit and I'm gonna listen to them for a second. I'm not gonna just go with the flow. I'm not gonna just, let it be on auto something, you know what I'm saying? Where you don't even realize what you're thinking anymore. It's just habit. Or why did I wear this outfit? I look so fat. What was the point of getting dressed this morning? Instead of just letting that autoplay in your head, say, what the fuck am I even saying to myself right now? I look amazing. Or I know I have the strength to get something healthy on this menu. Or I know I can do a mile. I can run a mile if I really want to. What am I saying to myself? Irks, stop. That's what you do. So mental, that's self-care right there. Physical self-care, the other day I went and I got my toenails done. Let me tell you, Asia Drummond, she is a person who, I'm speaking of myself in third person, that's how serious this is. She is the kind of person who didn't give a fuck about feet, like nails and that kind of shit. I just didn't give a fuck. I really didn't think it was that important. But woo, does it make a difference for your physical appearance? When you go out and you just look nice, it really makes a difference in your confidence, and it makes me feel like people take me more seriously, especially in the business world. So one day I went out and I got my toenails done, and I was like, oh my God, I feel amazing. I be looking cute as fuck. So that's a part of physical self-care. Also, yoga. I do yoga in the morning sometimes, and it's not for weight loss. It's just because when I get out of bed in the morning, I feel like I am 50, I wanna say. My back is aching, like my knees hurt, my arms, like it's awful. So now in the mornings, I get up and I do yoga, 20 minutes, literally. There's a lady called there's a channel called Yoga with Adriene, and it's on YouTube here, and she's really good, and she does it for beginners, and check it out. It just makes like I'm kind of adding some heat to my body in the morning. I don't know if that makes sense. Like I'm just kind of revving up in the morning, and sometimes it kind of takes the place of caffeine, so that's a really great act of self-care. Cleaning your house, making sure that your environment is clean and comfortable, is also a part of self-care. Anything that your body or you need, getting that done for yourself is a part of self-care, and it really makes you feel more confident and it boosts your self-esteem. Okay, emotionally, let's move on to that little topic. This is a little bit more complicated and a little bit more difficult to do because it's so ingrained in us. But when you're feeling an emotion, anger, anxiety, insecurity, instead of talking yourself out of that emotion and making yourself feel bad for even having it in the first place, just feel it with no judgment. Feel it with no judgment. If you're feeling fear right now, if you're about to go up and make a speech and you're feeling fear, don't say you're not afraid. Don't be a bitch. Don't be do this. No, just say, okay, why am I afraid right now? I'm afraid that they're gonna judge me and they're not gonna think that I'm good. But guess what? I have all the information. I'm doing the presentation. I have the information. I know what the people in the audience don't. This is just an example. I know what the people in the audience don't know yet. So there's no way I can fuck this up because I got the knowledge. Like, or let's have another example of fear, or anxiety, or insecurity. All my friends are out to a beach day one day and they didn't invite me, or I couldn't come or something, and I'm feeling lonely and left out. Oh, Asia, don't feel like that. Fuck them. They're not even having that much fun. I hope it fucking rains on them. No, don't be hateful. Don't do that. Instead of feeling bad for feeling lonely, just accept the fact that you feel a little bit lonely today, and you sit in that feeling and you say, all right, I do feel a little bit lonely. I can choose to either distract myself and go hang out with some other friends if that makes me feel better, but accept that that's what you're doing. I can go hang out with some other friends because I feel lonely right now. Or I can say, you know what? I don't like the fact that I feel lonely just because my friends are out. I need to work on being able to be by myself more. Like, instead of being mean to yourself, constructively, like, break down how you feel emotionally because you deserve it, and figure out a way to feel better in the future. Like, build up habits so that you can exercise them in the future. So that's self-care in a nutshell. This glare has been really intense. I'm sorry. Maybe if I step, that's too close. This glare has been intense. I'm really sorry about that. But other than that, I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope it's helpful. Take care of yourselves. Have a great day. If you like this video, like here, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at EntirelyAsia.